Have you ever just sat there and you set your stuff up, you turn the camera on, and you're just like, how do I get into the swing of this? You know? I've recorded hundreds of videos, and still to this day, sometimes I turn this camera on and I'm just like, can you do it though? You know, like nobody's gonna watch this. Nobody's gonna care. It's like, man. Me personally, my main motivator is those who support me. So when you lose said support, it's kind of like, how do you keep going? You know, it's like, it's not so much like, what am I doing this for? It's like, I haven't forgotten the reason, you know? It's like, I want to do this to make people happy, to make people laugh. But it's like, if no one's watching you, how are you accomplishing that? And I haven't done a video where I like sat and talked to the camera in forever, because for a long time I've like been in a mindset of nobody's watching anymore, you know? So it's like, well, who do you make a vlog to? I literally sat here and started my screen recorder and everything. Like I legit was going to play a game, and I sat here and it started weighing down on me, and I'm just like, dude. I don't know. It's hard to be your own motivation, you know? It's like, I get motivated by watching my inspirations. My two biggest inspirations, I sit there and I watch their YouTube videos, and I'm just like, oh man, I can't wait to get there. I'm trying to be like them when I grow up, you know? Sometimes that doesn't work, you know? And my other motivator being the people who would watch me, and it's like, oh, well, you know, at least somebody's enjoying it. And then you get the feeling of like nobody's watching. Like, you go from more people engaging and whatnot to less, to where I am now. And it's like, it's like, it's like I feel things, but it's like, I don't want to sound like bitter about like where I am and whatnot right now, because it's like, nobody wants to hear you complain or care about such a first world struggle of, I don't want to say failing, because I don't feel like a failure. I don't know. Man, I really wish I could like find the words to better convey how I feel without coming across as like a whiny person. Because it's like, I can tell that I'm my biggest enemy, you know? It's like, I am my number one fan, but I'm my number one critic. Like, since I've been gone for the month, I sat there and I recorded 2 separate videos, deleted both of them because I didn't feel like they were good enough. And more times than not, I'm criticizing myself and talking myself out of doing stuff. And it's like, it's not healthy, but like the only positive factor to it is that it like keeps me grounded. But it's like a vicious cycle, you know? So it's like, I don't know. I learned that's why I don't like criticism, I guess, because I'm overly critical on myself. So hearing it from others on top of hearing it from myself makes me feel like just backed into a corner. it's weird because it's like, imagine you see like this giant like crater in the ground, and you have to get to the other side, and you jump into the pit so you can start making your way up the wall to be on the other side of this cavern. And it's like, I'm trying to climb up and I keep falling and I keep getting stuck. And it's like the people who are up there on the side that I jumped off of, it's like they're not there. And the ones that are there are like silent. And it's like I have to figure out how to climb this wall to get to where I want to be. It feels like that's where I am right now in my YouTube career. Like, I'm trying to climb out of this pit to get to the other side where I want to be. But I'm struggling to climb and there's no one there. But you can't stay in the pit either, because, you know, you'll starve and die and whatnot. Like, I feel like this is probably the most accurate analogy of how it feels for me right now. Just, I'm struggling and I'm so far down in the pit still. And it's like, but I physically can't stay here either, because staying in the pit is like a torture in itself, essentially. But it's like, I can't climb either. Like, I don't know. It's just, sometimes it's so much harder to keep climbing. But when you don't climb, you look around and you're like, this is not where I want to be. So I have to keep climbing. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna keep climbing then, you know? Let's keep climbing. Love and peace.